What sustains you? Will this work? Can we really do this? 2 years ago, these questions felt too precarious to even ask. We had just bought 25 acres of abandoned raw land with some crumbling old stone walls that were once home to farmers in the Serra of southern Portugal. We had been looking for land for well over a year. A small family, just me and my husband and our 2-year-old daughter, driving here, there and everywhere, chasing down Idealista adverts, roadside signs for sale, and other leads in the hope that this time it might be the one. How do you know when it's right? What were we looking for? We knew when it wasn't it, when the land was too small, too steep, too complicated, too expensive. Beyond that, we didn't really know what we were doing. We just knew we had to find some land, and quickly. When our search finally came to a yes, it was a relief and also a bit of a shock to my system. Our land is far out. The first few times we drove out there, my heart was in my mouth. I couldn't enjoy the majestic views adorning either side of the mountain road. I was lost in my head, lost in fear. The dirt track seemed to go on forever. Questions. How could we really manage driving this route every time we want to go anywhere? Isn't this too isolated? Isn't this too much? The fear started gnawing in my chest. I wanted to be grateful and happy that we had finally taken the next step. But was this too remote? I mean, how can I be a mother here, and what would this life be like? This is when my suburban roots and city life past got a hold of me, making me feel weak and disqualified from being capable and tough or resourceful enough for a rural life. Shame was seeping in. But it wasn't a time for doubt. It couldn't be. The decision to start over had already been made, and the call had already been answered several years before, when the world as we thought we knew it had dissolved and there was no going back. We had already said yes to leaving our familiar life behind and starting over. We were not from the land, yet this is what the call seemed to be: return to the land. What is that anyway? A lifestyle choice, a trend, desperation, fantasy? There are no answers to these kinds of questions. This is the playground of fear, the mind flip-flopping around, back and forth, feeding on the drama of me making so-called right or wrong decisions. I thought I'd made difficult decisions before. I knew that I'd rolled with less than desirable life circumstances most of my adult life. But this felt different. It felt permanent. A door was closing, and we knew it. A door was opening, but it was very unknown, in a way that initially my nervous system wasn't okay with. My identity kicked up. It only knew how to fight for itself. It's all it's ever known. Everything was changing. The people and the environment that would reflect to me what kind of person I was going to be completely different. This decision to uproot wasn't comfortable for my sense of self. Identity doesn't like to be stripped away of everything it has worked hard to build up. So, if we are shaped by our environments and our experiences, and create our own meaning about who we are based on what we believe is true, it seems like the best we can do to create substance, direction, meaning, belonging, and purpose in life is to somehow cobble together some coherence in our understanding of our life path, to be reflective and questioning, to connect the dots. But what really sustains us? It's been 2 years since we bought our land, and it's been a journey, not just the physical and practical reality of progressing our living situation there, but also the inner change of slowly realizing that most of what I thought I wanted and needed, I just don't. Even the things that I held so dear and I thought were inseparable from my soul, self-expression, creativity, being a so-called artist, it remains to be seen if these ideas will endure. In my old life, I fought so hard to have the opportunity to create life on my own terms. It almost became a zero-sum game. but I see now that the life I had built up for over 20 years was in many ways just the right answer to the wrong question. I still can't say I know where this life is going. For sure, it's very early days, but I know a lot of the fear has given way to an intense gratitude. It was a huge strain on our small family to embark on this mission, to relocate and start from scratch, and it has only just begun. But we've made it through, and we've established some essential cornerstones on our land. We have water, we have solar, a van conversion, the beginning of a tiny home, and soon we can begin to plant trees and vegetables and fruits and flowers, working with the land, learning what it needs so that it can support us in the years to come. A lot of off-grid life is somewhat romanticized, and I enjoy that presentation. It inspires me a lot to see what is possible. It's heartening to see the courageous resilience and positivity that comes from people who are on the other side of this step, the step of creating a wilderness off-grid living situation. Because I know that that courageous resilience only comes after stepping into the unknown. It comes after the unraveling and the breaking down, because the land will not allow us to stay the same. It will remake us in ways we cannot anticipate. As scary as it is, the dismantling of our carefully crafted identity shield is a blessing. It is humbling. It is humbling to be remade with a new heart and a new mind, capable of living in harmony with nature and its creator. To really let go of what we think we are and need. But maybe this is exactly what it takes. Asking different questions, to have different answers. Maybe this is exactly what it takes to find out what sustains you, really.